What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade #1, aka the Feminist Killer, #Logitorian. Have you guys ever been told, hey, you should become a doctor, you should become a policeman, you should become a lawyer, you should go into the military, you should become a politician, you should become a president, you should become a vice president, you should become a manager. Those things are those type of positions, those, type of people, those are people who defend the system. Those are people who manifest the system. They fortify the system. Those are people who keep us grounded within the matrix. And I say all of that to say, don't defend the system. We're trying, as black pillars, our job is to break the system, to destroy the system, not build it, not fortify it, not prolong it, not maximize it. And my thing is, I'm trying to inflate the balloon, not blow more air into it. And so I listen to a lot of people condition their children. I hear a lot of the youth. I hear a lot of just young people in general. They talk about, how they want to contribute to society. They're not contributing to society. The only thing they're doing is they're trying to keep us embedded in the matrix. When you serve for the military, when you serve as a police officer, when you serve as a manager, all you're doing is being an individual that's controlling the masses. A lot of people will be like, oh, how am I controlling the masses? Because you're being indoctrinated to believe that you're doing the right thing when you're not doing the right thing. You're actually, they say, oh, I'm serving my country. What is a country? What does serving your country really mean? And that's what I want to break down. If you read the book, The Dangerous Superstition, you should know what I'm talking about. A country is just a particular area that's under dictatorship from the government. It's a particular area that's under dictatorship. It's under the control of the government. That's all it is. Just a particular area. That's all it is. And my thing is, it's just you don't have a country. All countries are the same. It's just a bunch of land that's under control, and you have to abide by those rules. I look at it like this. It's just a video game. They create the rules. We play by the rules in order to win the prize. But guess what? Most individuals don't realize that when they're done playing the game and they beat all the levels and they play by the rules of the game, they don't realize they don't get anything. They don't get a prize. You don't get anything out of life. They got something out of you. You understand? And my thing is, you don't want to become part of the matrix. And part of them making you become part of the matrix is getting you to work for the matrix. Stop working for the matrix. Don't listen to your parents. Don't follow the advice of K-12 education. It's hard to not do because they make it seem like they try to make it seem very appealing. They try to make it seem like it's harmless. That's their job. Their job is to deceive you. Back then, 300 years ago, they were blatant. They were very direct with their objective. In a modern day, they're very deceptive. Very tactful with their goals. And so what I learned is you cannot trust you cannot trust the government officials. You can't trust, the president. You can't, like, voting, that's pointless. You can't trust a manager at your job. They're there to manage you. They're there to control you. They're there to make you a slave. And my thing is, this is what I would tell most people if you're trying to be black pilled. Fuck the consequences. Most people don't rebel against the system because they just look at the consequences. Oh, I got bills to pay, or I'll go to jail, or I'll be fined if I rebel against the system. They're just fear mongering you. They're just trying to scare you into submission. That's all they can do is scare you. My thing is, I look at it like this. If you convince the masses to say fuck the system and go against it, we can destroy this fuckery. We can overthrow it. Listen, the government is not legit. It's as legit as you make it. Remember that. The government is as real as you make it to be. And the people make the government powerful. We have to take our power back. And my thing is, like I said, if you work for the system, if you work for the government, you are contributing to your own enslavement. I'll say that again. You are contributing to your own enslavement when you work for most of these type of companies, most of these jobs, most of these career fields. They are jobs that make up the system. They make up for you enslaving other people. If you served as a policeman or a policewoman or whatever, mostly I'm talking to the men because all women are blue pill, but if you was a policeman, you contributed to enslavement of other people because you have to make sure the people follow the rules of society, the rules of the government, the system that keep you on that playing field. Most of those people, and you understand that. You should understand this. Most of those people who enforce the rules are corrupt. Those are the people that don't even give a fuck about the rules. You have to understand the biggest game in humanity is the game that everybody can't win. And that's called survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive and the weak die. The weak perish. Everybody cares about individualism instead of collectivism. They care about getting money rather than what they sell to the masses. And that's why you never should do everything solely for the money. Because for the most part, it requires it's an exchange. Give me your services and then you can get the money. And you get the lavish lifestyle. You get the luxury of living in a comfortable lifestyle. You do what we tell you to do. You sell the agenda that we want to be carried out, and we will give you a luxurious lifestyle. That's how that goes. And 99% of the people on the planet, they'll sell bullshit ass agenda. They'll sell a bullshit ass agenda in order to live a comfortable lifestyle. For me, I say fuck that. That's a waste of fucking time. To all of you guys who, say, oh man, I just want to live a comfortable lifestyle. You're probably one of the people I'm talking about. You want to work for the matrix. You want to contribute to the matrix. You want to enhance the matrix, fortify this prison in order to live a comfortable lifestyle. That's how they manipulate you. They give you so-called benefits in order to manipulate you, in order to use you as a fucking rag dog to carry out their tactics. It's easy to submit it, but it's hard to rebel. It's easy to submit, but it's hard to rebel. My thing is, I say fuck being simple, and we have to really make genuine change. And that means we have to go to war. We have to go to war with our governments. This is not just for domestic people who live within, the country that I live in, but just all over the world. We have to rebel against our system because every country is a matrix. Every country is a plantation, but it operates differently. Here, it's more deceptive. It's more indirect. Other countries, it's direct dictatorship. They strike fear in you. They beat the shit out of you in the streets. They shoot you. They imprison you if you even attempt to rebel against the system. That's what they try to do. They try to scare you. You got to ask yourself, Would you rather die a free person or live as a slave? You have to decide that. My thing is, you either fuck the system or the system fucks you. I would rather fuck the system. The system's not gonna fuck me over. It's a eat or be eaten mentality. So that's the thing. You have to be heartless. When you are black pilled, you have to be heartless. You cannot have sympathy for a lot of people out here because they don't give a fuck about you. You know, I say start a black pill union, come together, and we have to take care of each other as far as the ideology is concerned. You know, in order to be, this is how you have to look at being black pilled. In order to be the hero, you got to be the villain. You know, a lot of people are going to think we are crazy. A lot of people are going to think we dangerous or think we are, you know, negative people with pessimistic views, but we are not. We see things for what they are, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to bend the truth. My thing is, I would rather accept the truth than to have a comfortable lie. You know, and that's how it should be. If you need information watered down for you, you're not ready. You will never be able to escape this prison. I'll say that again. If you have to accept the truth to be watered down, if you need the truth to be watered down for you, you will always be blue pilled. And I'll tell you this, I'll even say this. Being red pilled is not enough. Being red pilled is just, it's not enough to destroy the matrix entirely. You have to be black pilled. You have to have somewhat of a crazy side to you, more of a urge to destroy. You have to, I look at it like this. In order to build, we have to destroy. In order to build, we have to destroy. In order to, I noticed this too. Every war resulted in change. In order to have change, we have to go to war. You know, whether it's ideas or, you know, guns blazing, whatever it is. War can mean many things. It doesn't just mean combat. But I'm telling you, union is the way to go. Knowledge is the way to go. You know, but again, the more, until brothers wake up, until the spiritual being comes out of you, you will never realize that. Period. That's what I'm saying. Don't defend the system. Understand that. Some of you may ask, how do I know I'm working for the system? Think about it. Are you working to benefit the government? If you are working to benefit the government, then you are working to defend the matrix. If you are enforcing, the key word, enforce, you are keeping people in the matrix. You are not allowing people to be free. You are allowing people to, you are making people operate within something. That goes against the idea of freedom. You should understand by now, as a black pillar, you are not free. You are lied to. There is no fucking American dream. There is no America. Like a YouTuber said, I don't know his name, but he said, this is home of the free, land of the slave. Home of the free, land of the slave. You know, that's the unfortunate part. You know, but again, make suffering a art. You are going to die regardless, but you got to decide how you want to go. Do you want to die with dignity, or do you want to die without dignity? You want to die a coward, or do you want to die a free spiritual being who is going to be in the fifth dimension? You got to decide how you want to make it. You know, death before dishonor. Flat out. Death before dishonor. That's how a black pillar thinks. There is no other way. No other way when it comes to actually making change. But yeah, man, this is Renegade #1. Like the video, share, subscribe. Peace.